Hi everyone, this is Pastor Mantsha. Thank you so much for tuning into our channel. If this video has been a blessing to you, please share it with people in your life, and also please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Subscribe also to the notifications so that you can be the first to hear when we load new videos. Thank you for your support and may God bless you. Amen. So today I want us to talk about the fact that we are made in the image of God. Don't worry about my profile. I was actually feeling very bad when they were reading it. I'm just a girl from Mantsha. I went to school in Seshiu. I then went to school in Maria, and then I went to Vets. That one you won't find it in my profile. Just wait. By the grace of God, let me just tell you, I 16 years, I 25 years, and I postgrad degree 1. So degree 5 years, culture 9 whole years will give it. Guys, now make it sound because we don't ballet. Guys, comedian, guys. Guys, what's happening to them? I'm confused. What's going on? So, tell a jang, guys. So, ukre mwana wa fail again. Yeah. When I win a stress, no can't seriously usinya chelta. Guys, level lang, guys, haleki fail. What's a chemistry 3 lama tomu labu bedi. Guys, let's feel chemistry 3. Let's at least by then, by the grace of God, Dinian or the chemical engineer Adisa need chemistry. So I sang I pass a chemical engineering degree on chemical engineer. Chemistry 3 I sang I pass. So I want to, whether it's your siblings or Kibanaba or Kiwen, Ulisija course or Ubetile, because there are certain doors that open for me because of the chemical. And when the door opens, they don't ask for how long did it take you. How I'm a chemical engineer. Yeah, no, I did this thing at Verts. Hey, yeah, no. Which year were you there? I don't have to say from 1995 to 2003. I just say, no, I was there in the late 90s. No one has to know. No one has to know. In the late 90s. Then they realize what they ask me about people. I know 3 siblings because I was there for 9 years. All 3 years after, all 3 years after, all 3 years after. Guys, Genesis 1. Serious no. Genesis 1. So Genesis 1 talks about the story of creation. Let them talk in a kiaparity. Put if so let's get our handy style, style. I'm hoping we're actually very relaxed, like and I'm just very relaxed. So when you read Genesis 1 will tell you about the story of creation. Baba Nchiba, English or English. I'm going to mix because other people are saying Spedi, other people are saying English. This is Zulu, Apostle. When you Apostle, you have to because wonke abantu abaphethe amabandleni whether kusegiyani or kuguphi amazulu. So if uzoshumela unga at least ukuthi uNkulunkulu kayiwani into zakho ngeke zihambe kahle. So noma usegiyani, I'm telling you bazala, even now worship team, if usidi yakho akuna ingoma esizulu zakho ngeke zihambe kahle. Even if akuna ingoma esizulu kufanele at least ukuthi guys, people are being serious. Now, we're not serious, but people are being serious. You are disturbing my sermon, you guys. Genesis 1. Let's just go to Genesis 1. Because other people are going to be angry. They've been fasting for this day. They say, when you love to require, Guys, intercessors will pray for you. Genesis chapter 1. Let's just go to Genesis chapter 1. So when you read the story of creation from Genesis chapter 1, you realize that God mudimudi relay certain things. And without reading the book of Genesis from chapter 1, and I want to encourage you, Bazarani, please read it at home. Let's go through the days. So God arrives on the scene, and when he gets there, he sees that the earth is formless, it is dark, there is confusion, things are dear God. And when he gets there, God never described the situation. In the narration here, Genesis, the person who is writing is telling us how the situation was like. Mara mudimu asanka afika are. Yo, bona go jwang. Yo. As soon as God arrived on the scene, he got there, and the first thing that God said is, let there be. He didn't say, yo, it's dark. No, he didn't address the darkness. He spoke about what he wanted to see. Vasadi. For us as women, do you know, Ore, when you enter a relationship, when ali jole ratana, litomo kisana, litorana kama twa lishana, the moving out most of the time. Then you are going to start explaining to us all the things that went wrong in the all the things that went wrong in the relationship and all these things, and this is so unfair. Other people are married when you are stuck in no. As soon as they dump you, you must talk about what's coming. Women are so good in narrating how bad the place is that they come from. We're speaking so much to our past. You can't speak to your past and your future at the same time. You have to choose whether you are going to keep on describing or whenever molestile joang, ba o rapile joang, wa faila joang, lo ja o tsa sipela botse miriri ga o gana o gola ona hairline. What are all those things? If you choose to either deal with your past or to speak to your future, to speak to where you want to go, to speak to how where you are going to go is going to be like, you cannot have it both ways. If in your conversations you are always talking about how bad things are, and you are always talking about how people don't support you, how much they hate you, what you need to understand is that time that you spend speaking to your past, it's time that you are stealing away from your future. But you know what? If you decide to stay in that pity party, even our listening to you will not change your situation. Women's conference. We live there. Actually, we must just get tents so that women's conference. One of the issues, I'm a woman myself, one of the biggest issues I have with women can sit and they can talk about difficulty and they can talk about how hectic things are. Go the baby showering, go the bridal showering, go manyalo, go the stock filling, go conferencing. All the time we are talking about how difficult things are for women. When men gather, they will come out with business. When men gather, they will even talk about how to cover for each other when one is cheating. When men gather, there will be an outcome from that gathering. Remember when we say we are blessed, we mean we were crying, we were rolling, but our situations remain the same. So I don't want to be part of a meeting that will talk about how hard my life is. Because the hardness of my life is a story from yesterday. I want to speak to a new story, tomorrow's story, a story that speaks about the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living, a story that speaks about how anointed and blessed and used by God I am. And for that story to come to pass, I need to be like my God and start saying, let there be. And can't you see how dark it is? That is, the darkness is not my concern. My concern is the light that must come. My concern is that the waters must separate from the waters. So I don't know if some of us were there when God was creating, we would keep on bringing him back. Maramudim, hey, Mara, this situation has been like this. for a long time. Do you think, let that be fella? Don't you need to do something else? Maybe the past station. You know, most of us, the reason why we don't go ahead is because we have surrounded ourselves with people that make it comfortable for us to keep on discussing yesterday. About where you are going. They don't understand your language. It's okay to lose those people. So God arrives on the scene. Day one. Day one, this place is dark. This place is formless. He doesn't talk to it. He says, let there be light. That light, because of that light in day one, God created the day and the night. The reason why God created the day and the night is so that you and I can work during the day and rest at night. So the first thing that God arrives on the scene and does, he finds this place dark. He doesn't get rid of the darkness. He creates the day and the night. At night, it is still dark. So there is nothing wrong with darkness. And when in your life, you don't have to address darkness. I don't know if you're one of those people about to work at 12. No, guys, at 12, except if you will TV. Or maybe you are on something. Lenani busy kama demon. Kwa usema madimoni kama kama biso or madimoni kama madimoni manyalo kwa kale. Madimoni di relationship ona ato akakora atu. Mara madimoni abana ato akakora pass. So on very timetable ya the kingdom of darkness. You don't have to address darkness. Let me show you how darkness is addressed. Bring the light. When light comes, it doesn't have to say darkness. No. When light comes, the presence of light immediately deals with darkness. That is why when people are in those churches where they are teaching the wrong doctrine, I don't attack their Baba. I don't attack their church. I don't attack their doctrine. I introduce them to the Word of God. The more they read the Word of God, the more the Word of God opens their eyes, and the more they move away from darkness. I don't have to sit with you and explain to you how corrupt your Papa is. That's not my business. My business is to bring you to the Word. And when the light of the Word comes into your life, it is going to shift and drive darkness out of your life. So God did not address the darkness. Did not have a meeting and say, no man, I will tell you if you feel like guys. They said, no man, I see you on. No. God there. Guys, let me record and discover stress. We'll tell you our YouTube channel, like when we are recording. We'll tell you our YouTube channel because I want you to be in the moment. That's how we record. So let's have a YouTube channel. Then you just subscribe, you get it, then you'll download it. If you want to download one, you'll get our contact numbers, we'll send them to you. You'll say, I want, so relax and never record. Relax. So day two, God says the waters of the earth must separate from the waters of the heavens. That's why there is the sky. Pastor, don't be confused by people who worship the universe. The universe was created by God for you and I. There is no way that we were going to be able to live on earth when the waters of the heavens are together with the waters of the earth, because there would be no place for you and I to live. So that God created the sky. God created the universe so that you and I, as men, who is made in the image and likeness of God, can have a place to stay. So day two, he separates the waters. That is why there is the sky. Day three, he speaks to the land. He says that there must be the land, the earth, and then he speaks to the vegetation. And he says, let there be vegetation. And when he speaks to the vegetation, when God brings the plants, he brings the plants already pregnant with the seed-bearing capability or capacity. So when you plant whatever, when you plant spinach, that spinach that you have planted has the capacity to reproduce after itself. That apple that you have created has the capacity to reproduce after itself. That maize that you have planted has the capacity to reproduce after itself. That is why, if you've ever been involved in farming, like some of us who are from the rural area, no matter how good the maize of that year is, you don't eat everything. You take the best of that maize and you plant it next year, so that next year's harvest can be better than this year's harvest. So that the seed of next year's harvest is the best of this year's harvest. So when God created the plants, he created them once, but inside those plants, only fill everything that they need to reproduce for eternity. He doesn't have to keep on coming back and say, let there be plants. And the reason why God created the plants was so that you and I can benefit from the carbon dioxide, from the oxygen exchange, the carbon dioxide oxygen exchange, and so that you and I can eat from that vegetation, so that you and I can sit under the shade of those trees, so that you and I can admire the beauty of those flowers. So when you look at everything that God was creating from day one, you realize that even though from day one we did not know, God already had you and I in mind.
Amen.
He was creating an environment where you and I are going to thrive. There was no way man could have come in day one. Because in day one, there was no earth, there was no plants, there was no fish, there was no animals. Man had to come when the earth was ready to receive him. Then in day four, do you remember that in day one, the Bible says God created a day and night. In day four, God created the sun and the moon and the days, the years, and the seasons. So, naturally, the sun will rise. No matter how prayerful you are, the sun will set. The moon will come. During the day, the moon may be there, but you will not see it. But that natural process is speaking to something else. The days, the years, and the seasons. Just as much as the sun rises and the sun sets, in your health, sometimes the sun is rising and sometimes the sun is setting. When you don't understand the workings of seasons and times, you will feel like your life has ended when the sun is setting in your body, when the sun is setting in your marriage, when the sun is setting in when you will divorce when the sun is setting, because you have forgotten that morning is coming in the morning. When they fire you at work and things don't work out, you will think your life is over because the sun is setting in your career, and you have forgotten that the sun may not rise in this company, but it will surely rise again. I got fired in 2015. I'm the only pastor I know who got fired. So if you know of any other pastor, please let me know. Because I just need to start a support group for pastors. Because generally pastors are blessed. Good pastors, their things go well. So when I get fired as a pastor, I'm like, hey God, everyone in this company knows that I'm a pastor. Actually, half of the people here were recruited by me. Because when they're looking for people, I always think about Bazalwane. They must be employed. And I know it's a selfish thing, but when Bazalwane are working, they will tithe. So I'm very committed to the employment. Because that's how the kingdom goes forward. Without your money, the kingdom of God is not funded by Boerewors rolls and fundraising concerts. The kingdom of God is funded by your tithes and offerings. So I have to pray for your job. Even when you are lazy, I'm praying with God. Oh God, help her, please, so that she can stop with her laziness and arriving at work late. We need her to be promoted so that we can build a church. Because without her promotion, her time is not aligned. Like I cool and cool. But never yet fill up. Because I won't promote her. So when the sun set in my career in 2015, it was painful. Don't get me wrong. It was one of the most painful things I ever went through, being fired on my birthday for that matter. But you know what? Even though I was hurting, even though it was painful, even though up to today, sometimes I still miss my salary. I knew that the sun may not rise for me in this company, but my career will rise again, because you know what? On the fourth day, when God created the sun and the moon, He didn't just create the sun and the moon, He created the days, the years, and the season. And there's a season to rise. And yet there is again another season where you go down. And when you are going down and things are difficult and you are discouraged, just remember there will come a time where I'm rising again. So when you feel overwhelmed by the fact that things are not going well, just remember I shall rise again. On day 5, God created the fish and the birds. Everything is here now. Man has a place to stay. Man has air to breathe. I think we can breathe underwater. So when there was water only, some of us can't swim. It means there was no hope for us. And there's a place for men to stay. There's something for men to eat. If he does not feel like being a vegetarian, he can kill something and eat it. If he's from Limpopo, he can just go for the masonjas and eat them. So whatever the case is, God has made sure that not only did He provide a livable place for us, but He provided a place where you and I can thrive. Now on day 6, this is the verse that I want us to read. Genesis chapter 1, verse 26. The Bible says, again, God has been creating. Every time when God creates, says, let there be. So God speaks what He wants. God does not speak what He does not want. Many of us, we know how to describe what we don't want. When you are single and you are like me, and I ask you, what type of men do you want? You say, Mina is dawa and is full. See. I did not ask you what I So we are so clear about what we don't want, but we don't know what we want. Because it's just that no, I like about 15 and 15. We don't know how to articulate what we want. Bazalani, return to retute. We need to teach ourselves to without because the land that I see and you need to be very clear about what you have. You need to be very clear about what you want. From now onwards, laughing is suspended. You must laugh at the end of the sermon. So all along, God has been saying, let there be, let there be. And He was very clear about what He wants. And He mentioned specifics. Whether it's your job, your children, when your child is on Nyahupe, stop going to God and crying and say, oh God, my child is on Nyahupe. Tell God what you want. Father, I want my son to be in the church, to be serving in the name of Jesus. Father, I want my child to be... where I want my son to be. We are so frustrated because we keep looking at our situation as it is. And because we keep looking at our situation as it is, we don't see where we are supposed to be going. At our church, we've been there for close to 2 years. And it's a very small church, we are few. And God has just been speaking to me and saying, Mantsha, speak to the church and talk to the church where you want the church to go. Stop describing where we are. Talk about who we must be and where we must go. It's the same. As I know, I can go 36 and I can approach the go for a ordinary. Let me look at Mutombi Arislim to allow Radiju. I foco Jama. Day 6. Then God said, Genesis 1:26. Then God said, now, let us make human beings in our image to be like us. You and I, we need to hear this. Modimo ge a re bopa nna le wena. The reason why he said this was so that you and I can hear it. Gore nna Mantsha Pheeha. Nka no ba le nna ngwana wa kwana the fish, but I'm not made in their image and likeness. I am made in the image and likeness of God. Amen. The limitations of the Pheeha family, I don't inherit them. Amen. Because I am made in the image and likeness of God. Amen. The faults and the mistakes of what Pheeha Masikila are not mine, because I am made in the image and likeness of God. The family is just a custodian, because but they are just custodians to make sure that I live well, but I am not made in their image and likeness. But what you don't see is on the inside, where I am made in the image and likeness of God. First thing, you and I are made in God's image, and we are like God. When you are like something, you don't have to try. Foundation light. Because you are not like you are dark. You know what? I want to let dark bone. Lady church the foundation. I want to about black polish. Skin tone properly, because it is like the color of the foundation. She doesn't have to try. Because that's color. Sometimes you know, let's be real. Like sometimes the money runs out. Then you don't have money for foundation. Budget. Well, my friend, how do I look at that? Show me all right. So you don't have to work hard to be like something that you are like anyway. You don't have to work hard. You don't have to do anything. It's who you are. It's how you are. You are like God. You don't have to say, yo, I'm going to a time of fasting and prayer. I just want to be like God. Jesus, I want to be like you. It's how he made you. You are like that. You are like him. You don't have to do anything else to be like God. It's who you are. It's how he made you. Like 1.1 guys. So Nambile, my father bought it for me, and then my father had deposit the rest of I born, and I came to school. So I went, I fetched it, and it was a big day, guys. I had a car. Nambile drive my rear heads. So if you know you're smart, more fancy to mango to be one of this steep. Nasanga Garilla 1.1. Engine change down, because the capacity of this car is very small and it cannot go up. So drive a Mercedes 2.5. Just remember who you are. And when times are tough and things are not working out, just remember, no man, Mudimu ka fita kamara situation akra huli dakwa thoma hori let there be light. Remember who you are. You are like God. All you have to do, remind yourself who you are and begin to behave in line with your nature. The nature that you were given by God. Have you? You were not made in the image and likeness of the person who left you, of the one who rejected you, of the one who died when you had a whole future in front of you with them. You are made in the image and likeness of God. And He says, I will never leave you, I will never forsake you. So there is no challenge that is too hard. Oh, even if you die, when you die, you are going to Him anyway. So guys, why? When you don't know who you are, you are even afraid of things that you should be afraid of. Death should fear us, not the other way around. Sickness. What is sickness? Affects the body. Why are you afraid of something that can kill the body but cannot touch the spirit? Unemployment. Why are you afraid of not having money when He says, I'm Jehovah Jireh, the Lord of your provider? God doesn't have to go through money to give you things. God can give you money without, we can give you things without going through money. Case in point. God does not need money to meet your needs. We get so frustrated about our finances because we think money is the currency of heaven. Money is the currency of earth. Money is not the currency of heaven. That's why there's no way. He said on the 18th day, He said, let there be money. Let there be rent, naira and dollars. He doesn't need money to deal with you and I.
Hallelujah. Jesus.
Then God said, let us make human beings in our image to be like us. Now look at where they will reign. They will reign over the fish in the sea and over the birds in the sky. Day 5, what was He creating? The fish and the birds. Who was He creating them for? So, Pastor, look at God. God did not just think about us on day 6. All along when God was working throughout the days, He was preparing earth for you. Pastor Rani, have you ever felt unimportant and felt like you are not special? Go back and see what God had to do before you came on earth.
Oh my God.
Sometimes, as a preacher, now I'm no longer that young, I'm 41 years old, almost 41. When I was much younger, even now it still happens to me. So when I come here to preach, I'm not wearing my jacket, I'm just wearing a dress and flat shoes. Then before I was, I never got hurt because my being special does not depend on how the usher treats me. And like special Anna, like you come around, you are special. Like you come around, that's why you do special. Right? Are you okay? Because you are special. Because there is no one. The God of the heavens and the earth can prepare a place for you for 5 days, and you come on this earth feeling like an underachiever, feeling like you are apologetic about everything that you are doing. So even when I'm unemployed, I don't walk like, hey, we don't really deserve a place here on earth. No. There was no way. He said on day 31, He said, let there be jobs, let there be businesses, let there be cars. All those things don't define who we are. Everything that God knew that we needed to be here on earth was created between day 1 and day 5. And let me tell you, the things that frustrate you in your life have nothing to do with day 1 and 5. The things that frustrate you in your life are things outside of these things. For as long as you have these things which God has set aside for you, you have everything that you need. That's why now, regardless of the building, I can't stress. Because we're just on a building, guys. And on top of the bus, is to the point that at some point, I just want to level them out. I want to say, boys, it's time to that thing was not just spiritual. And I'm embarrassed. That's why sometimes, when people are traveling with pastors, the pastor blesses you with a suit. You're like, yo, the man of God bless me. So, oh, I'm like, yeah, but how do you make him back? Because every time I tell my Lord, I say, they will reign over the fish of the sea, the birds of the sky, day 5. The livestock, all the wild animals on the earth, and the small animals that scurry along the ground, day 4. So God created human beings in his own image. In the image of God, he created them. Male and female, he created them. Then God blessed them and said, be fruitful and multiply. Fill the earth, day 2, and govern it. When you are governing, seasons and times don't govern you, you govern them. This is Pastor Mani, we don't have to say, no, I'm waiting for this opportunity to come. You are made in the image and likeness of God. When God wanted light, when it was dark, he could speak what he wanted. When what you want is not coming now, you have insight to the capacity and the capability to speak it into existence. Many of the things, there are people who are unemployed and will remain unemployed until you start a business.
Sure.
There are people who will never know God until you decide, you know what, we're going to do a revival in my village.
Sure.
There are people who will never enter the door of a church until that event is associated with you. For as long as you sit back or never serious,
Powerful.
Then God said, look, I have given you every seed-bearing plant throughout the earth and all the fruit trees for your food, day 4. And I have given every green plant as food for all the wild animals, the birds in the sky and the small animals that scurry along the ground, everything that has life. Pastor Mani, I want you to see, guys, Mudimu ke strategies. Kore, teenager. Mudimu kore, I give you the plant, I give you the seeds, I give you everything, I give you the animals, I give you the fish. Then he says, I also give the plants and the animals, the animals and the fish food. Because if they don't eat, they will die and they will run out. So I am making sure that this thing is self-sufficient. I am making sure that you never reach a point where you come back to me and say, God, create again. As if that is not enough, I give you the same creating power that I have. So that if there are other things that you need to be here on earth, you yourself can go and create. This thing. So we have been given the ability to speak them into existence. And I speak into existence as I need a promotion. Let there be a promotion. Management, this management, that you want to be part of management. Once you have said, let there be a promotion, you start walking like you are promoted. I don't mean you must wear a suit and continue with business as usual. You begin to ask management, ask practice the day before. I feel like the accent they are not up to date. So before I know that I'm going to make an important presentation, I work on my accent. Mantsha try. So that when I get there, I don't want to be disturbed by I was trying. No, I want to get there and say, you know, I was trying. You know, so we don't just walk in pretense. I am healed. Before I am healed, I'm afraid to try. No. The Bible says the just shall live by faith. What does faith say? Faith is now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You don't see it, but you walk like you have it. You are still sick in your body, but you walk like you are healed. So now I was diagnosed with arthritis. 15 years ago, whatever, rheumatoid arthritis. And for 3 years I was on medication, I was praying. Then one day, boom, boom, this thing is gone. I was like, when I can testify everywhere. But then I just wanted to tell you, I spoke to the arthritis that, hey, last year, Papa, hey, my testimony that then, so before I used to have it in my wrist, was it in my wrist and in my elbow. Now when it came back in my shoulders. You know, Bazalani, I never knew how important shoulders are until the arthritis attacked my shoulders. When you do this, the pain, when you put on clothes, at least they can arthritis. How did I get my healing? Some 10 years ago, I remembered it is the word. Then I continue to declare the word, the word. So, everything that had to do with the shoulders, I stopped doing it because of the arthritis and because the pain was too much. Then I said, no, Mantsha. Part of walking by faith is do the things that you used to do before you were sick. But when I give it feet, I hey, mutu ha tshwere 1 kilogram o dire cho 1 kilogram mutu a serious o ka re o tswa wa tamata tshwara 1 kilogram nna ne ke tshwara di 3 di 4 ko tlaseng ya shape ke tshwere 1 kilogram ke ka kanya ko lo e feletse a le tlo go la ka ke le nna lampona re ish ke na di path tsa ka tsona ka tshedi golo more than usual ke tshwere 1 kilogram e feletse ka mkire. Nobody knows what I'm going through. What they don't know is that every time when I lift, it's a statement of faith. I'm praying in Jesus. Every time. Sometimes when they lift 30 times, I'm lifting 10 times. And you know, I continued after about 6 months. It's like 2 times what I used to get. I'm like, yes, Lord. Sometimes but faith says to you and I, don't just speak it. Live like it is already here. Because faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. You don't see it, but you have it. It is not here, but it is yours. Mark 11, what does Mark 11 say? Mark 11 says, have faith in God. Whatsoever things you desire when you pray, believe that you receive them, and you shall have them. You have them before they are here. They are not here, but they are yours. Yes. Let's finish. I have 3 minutes. When we read the story of creation, from verse 1 to verse 25, we are introduced to the nature of God. For you to understand who you are, don't look at your experience. Don't look at where you are. Look at God. The more you understand who God is, the more you understand who you truly are. Because up to now, if you have not been living according to the likeness of God, you are not yourself. This person that you see who is living and who is on the mirror, is not you. For you to understand the real you, go back to the Bible. Let the Bible tell you who God is. So that when you understand who God is, you can understand your true nature. Wow. Yeah. The only way for you to know who you are, that's why, even right now, University, I preach to them about academic excellence. And when academic excellence, we're not going to take the book as understand. She's made in the image and likeness of God. This one excels academically. So when you understand who you are, don't measure yourself according to your past. That person did not know the real you. Forget about that. No jola usa jol. O tomorrow wanyala bara wadu wanyala limu mancha baba jola so na mancha la naki motsibi. Yamana o 2.0 is made in the image of God. So the only way to understand who you truly are is not the word that we preach here for 15 minutes. The word that you sit in your own house and you read for yourself. Yes. Amen. So when people say I look like my mom, I look at the pictures of my mom to understand what they mean. I don't look at myself. If it's just me in the mirror, I won't know what that. I have to look at my mom. Now that I've seen my mom, I look at myself in the mirror, I say, oh, you know, I have this gap before. This is where my mother's child is going. Because when you are made in the image and likeness of something, don't look at yourself. Look at the original picture so that you can understand. That's why you have to read the word so that you can understand. When it says I'm made like God, what does it mean? How does God deal with failure? How does God deal with death? How does God deal with hatred? How does God deal with forgiveness? How does God deal with things that are delaying? When you understand how God works, now I'm impatient. How? I'm made in the image of and likeness of God. Oh, Satan is impatient. I want to be like this. Then there are things about your personality that you will stop accepting. You are rude. Hey, Satan is the rude one. I don't want to be like Satan. I want to be like this one. God. When the more you understand the nature of God, the more you'll even start to fix things about your life. I will not finish this message. I must keep my promise.
Oh, yes. Hallelujah.
When people say I remind them of my grandfather, I look at my grandfather. He doesn't look like me. Because he's my grandfather. But you know what? My grandfather was a writer. I'm a writer. So when they say I remind them of my grandfather, they are not talking about the external features. They are talking about my deeds. My grandfather was a lecturer. He was involved in preaching. So when they see me preaching, they say, yo, but when I look at myself on a photo and I look at him, but what are they looking at? My deeds, my personality, the way I approach life. So when I look at you, when I look at you, I want to be able to see when no, what are the way it's not because you look like Jesus. I have read about Jesus. I am looking at your life. When I look at your life, then I realize that no, you and Christ are made in the image and the likeness of God. Let's end up on our feet. I hope this message was a blessing to you as it was to all of us in the ministry. In order to connect further with us, please feel free to contact us on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter. It's Mantsha Pheeha, MANTSHAPHEEHA. We look forward to hearing from you so that you can be a blessing to us in the ministry and so that we can also be a blessing to you. To get more of our material, to get our books, please go to Amazon.com and again look for Mantsha Pheeha. You will find our books there. How to realize your personal vision, how to pray the word of God, failure is not final, and so much more. Thank you for your support and may God bless you. Amen.